October the 11th after the market closed, and we're looking at a chart of S&P 500 on a 15 minute. And today was Thursday. The market ran up here early in the morning. As you can see, it climbed really heavily up here, and it was helped by the jobless claims, which came at 339,000, which is far less. But then again, an additional report came which says one of the largest state, I don't know which one was it, has not included the data. That was the reason for the severe decline. And I think for that reason and some other measures, the stock market started tanking down and didn't stop, and it just went down here and closed the day at 1432. You can see this is the trend line that we have drawn here previously, rising trend line, and it tried to go up there and spend time, but again it just slipped back here to 1432. So let's go back and take a look at the daily chart on it and see how we are faring on it. You can see we crossed that line and we're not hitting the 50-day moving average. Today we try to retake that line, and then there is a topping tail here, and you can see this topping tail, and we finished the day 1429. I wouldn't be surprised if this just goes there and touched 1425 or undercuts it a little bit. That'll we complete the move of coming down to the 50-day moving average. Most of the stock market is now, these are touching those 50-day moving, just like this one. They're touching their 50-day line. Most of the indexes are doing that, as well as the stocks, leading stocks especially. You can see on RUT, we bounced right off that 50-day moving average and then tried to go up but couldn't. Extremely oversold conditions also. NDX does not have correct data, but you can see, take a look at it. This candle is not correct, but it is below that 50-day move line and the line. So let's go into it and look at some of the stocks. PCL, and this stock was a little problem here today, and basically what it did here, it breached that 50-day line here, and then today it tried to gap down below 600. It tried to breach that, and as soon as it did that, our short orders were in place because we have placed those orders earlier, and we are still in that, this order covers some of the downside motion. It came back here, and I'm going to show you this chart here at one following it all day. It tried to come down here, bottomed out at 590, and then tried to retake 600, but it failed, and it's just sitting at 598. And I don't know which way it's going to gap up tomorrow. Hopefully, this is the pattern of this stock. Usually it does forms a candle, which it did here, a bottoming candle here, bottoming candle here, bottoming candle here. But the candle is not, the longer the body of the candle, the better the pattern is. But this is not very convincing. This is a half a body and then a candle. That means that it lost some ground to the bears, and it did not pull all the way up. But let's see how it opens tomorrow. And what a day it has. Apple, another good day on Apple as well. Apple went up early in the morning and then slammed down and finished the day at 628. Hopefully it'll visit 623 yesterday for the last 2 days ago, and confirm that bottom, I guess, and then move up if it has to. So we're waiting on that one as well. Google, which is this stock, and you want to see Google's performance has been stellar. It broke down, touched that line, and today it gapped up here and has a bottom topping tail here on the charts, which is kind of funny that the rest of the market is going down and touching 50-day moving average. This stock refuses to budge, and it just bounced off of its 21-day moving average. It is a pretty strong movement if you look at it in a stock. On the other hand, LNKD, LinkedIn. Now this is a social media stock. I believe you have seen it. It bounced off its 50-day moving average and is sitting at 113. It's an extremely oversold. So this is an entry level right here. But we're not in a mood to start new trades because the market conditions are such. The market is in a correction mode, and IBD has also called that as a market correction taking place. So these stocks are all visiting their 50-day moving averages. You can sift through it. There are tons of it. I can't cover all of them here, but some of the leading stocks I have already covered, and they are going to bounce from here and probably go higher.